I think my favorite thing about this new feature of First Take or new
The hell you
version
looking
of
like
First
that
Take
for?
is that we bring all this old sound back, holding folks accountable.
Yes.
Marcus,
Yeah.
you were real confident. I don't know if
What's
you were
up?
too aggressive there.
Yeah.
Can Derek Carr still get back into the MVP convo?
Absolutely. He absolutely can. Might I add, okay? See, because when you move up in the business, like my OG taught me young, you have people that you can reach out to and get information from.
Right,
And I hit my boy Himbo up, who's a great researcher here at ESPN.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Himbo told me? I said, Himbo, Derek Carr balling, man. Like, send me some numbers to support this. Derek Carr has thrown for almost 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 picks, and he's led 2 game-winning drives so far in the season. And we only in game 4. And you want to take him out the MVP conversation? He's averaging 350 yards passing a game. Right? Like, this doesn't take other people out. Kyler Murray, obviously, Dak Prescott in that conversation, Aaron Rodgers. But how in the hell are you going to take a guy that's averaging 350 yards a game, 8 touchdowns, has beat 3 of the better defenses in the NFL out of the MVP conversation in week 4 because he threw for 196, 2 touchdowns and an interception? I want to hear why Derek Carr shouldn't still be in the conversation. Yeah, we could be mad. We could talk about the game and how he didn't play well in certain parts of the game. But ultimately, sitting here at week 4, going into week 5, Derek Carr absolutely still in the MVP conversation.
You know something? I gotta admit this. You're cute, man. You know, it's just funny listening to you sometimes.
Oh, I know. My wife tells me all the time.
Before I go into, well, listen, man, you ain't got to bring up the wife, man. You ain't got to bring up the wife.
Listen, the beard, hold up. The beard does look crispy, Marcus. In the new frames, and I like the button up. On point.
Molly, with all due respect, though, I get where you're coming from, but you're not paying attention right now because when I bring up his wife, I'm telling him he ain't got to bring up his wife. He know why. You know, because I'm getting at him, and he sicked the wife for me.
Yeah, I love his wife. I mean, I got to meet her.
She bullied me, Molly. She
MQ,
bullied
she from
me.
Detroit, too.
To shut me down. I'm like,
you know what it is.
I got to be mindful about my tone.
You sure
when I
do.
come
Yes,
to Swag, you know,
Mama runs the show.
I got to hide from her because she gonna get at me now. All right. So rather than go into my diatribe where my tenor, my just my voice, my delivery might be a bit too demonstrative, rather than do that to Swagoo because I'm worried about Mrs. Swagoo, instead of doing that, I'm going to ask for y'all to replay some tape from Marcus Spears a few weeks ago when he had somebody else that was an MVP candidate. Could y'all play that tape for me, please?
Oh, my God.
Jameis Winston will be hovering around the MVP conversation by the end of the season. Put it down. Yes, I said it. What's today, Molly? What's today?
Today is
September
the 15th.
September 15th at 10:16 a.m. here on the East Coast. Swagoo said that Jameis Winston will be in the MVP conversation by season's end.
I mean,
damn.
Bring up old stuff. What is this? A roasting? Because he bring up the Cowboys?
Who we gonna bring on next? Who we gonna bring
Wow,
on next?
that was low. They didn't even tell me, the producers.
Listen, check it out, y'all. Yo, Marcus, rhetorical questions here. Who's gonna be your next MVP candidate? Taylor Heineke? I mean, who's it gonna be? I mean, who's next, Marcus? Is it gonna be Taylor Heineke, Kirk Cousins, Ben Roethlisberger? I mean, Baker Mayfield. Who the hell else is going to be? Mac Jones?
The list is fluid.
Brissett. The list is fluid, right? The list is fluid. Listen. I got a new name for you. All right? I mean, it's Swagoo Claus. Show me that, please. I mean, this dude did that. Look at it right there. Look at that man right there. I mean, just give it out. Just give it. Look at it. Swagoo Claus. That's what I'm calling it from now on. I mean, this brother just giving out MVP candidacies to everybody. Everybody. I mean, hell, give it a little bit more time. Give it a little more time, and I will be an MVP candidate that Marcus Spears mentioned. I mean, give me a break. Listen, Derek Carr, and remember, I want to make sure my tone is cool because Mrs. Swagoo is watching. You know, Marcus, Did you see the Monday Night Football game? Because, see, I was here. I was at SoFi. I was in a beautiful, beautiful suite, courtesy of the Chargers. Thank you very much for your first-class hospitality. I had a beautiful, beautiful time. Marcus Spears, did you see the post game after they shellacked the Las Vegas Raiders, after they beat up Derek Carr, sacked him 4 times, had him tap dancing in the pocket like the late great Gregory Hines? God rest his soul. Did you see Joey Bosa speak after the game? Let me read the quote. Let me read the quote to you about Derek Carr. We knew once we hit him a few times, he really gets shook. And you saw on that Cat Covington sack, he was pretty much curling into a ball before we even got back there. Great dude, great player. But we know once you get pressure on him, he kind of shuts down.
Oh, man.
That's your MVP candidate. Now, we know what Derek Carr can play. We know he's not a scrub, and he really, really is a very nice guy. He really, really is, okay? Okay? But an MVP candidate, I mean, Swagoo Claus is your new name. Swagoo Claus. Show that picture again, y'all. Show that picture again.
Thanks for the bulletin board material.
They know. They know.
Stephon Urkel.
There we go.
Look at it.
Oh, my God.
Look at it. There he is.
All right.
There he is right there. Swagoo Claus.
Coming up.
There he is.
Coming up next on First Take, did the Rams just have one? All right, so the Cowboys have won 3 straight since dropping their opener to the Buccaneers. They're scoring more than 30 points per game. Stephen A., they're gaining more than 420 yards, both top 5 in the league. On the defensive side, they're holding quarterbacks to a total QBR of 43, third best in the league. Oh, and did I mention, since that sound, they beat the Panthers, handed them their first loss, and they have the best defense in all of football. So you know what, Marcus? I'm not even going to talk to Stephen A. here. I'm just going to talk to you, Marcus. Let's forget about the NFC. Should the NFL be worried about the Dallas Cowboys? Because I feel like it's a new day.
I'm gonna take a page out. I'm gonna take a page out of the OG book. Yes, they should. Oh, yes, they should. Because that's the way they play it, Molly. Look, I'm so happy about coming on First Take for the first time and really feeling like the Dallas Cowboys can go to a Super Bowl. It really feels like that, right?
Yep.
We all have sat around and listened to this man talk about wait for the downfall, wait for it to happen, it's coming. Based on what we've seen now, they are playing as well as any team in the NFL on both sides of the ball. They are playing so good offensively that no one that I can find anymore thinks that the Cowboys are not Super Bowl contenders. I haven't talked to one person, my colleagues, Dan Orlovsky, Ryan Clark, Mina Kimes, Laura Rutledge, Jeff Saturday, Dominique Foxworth, Keyshawn. No one, I can't find anyone to tell me that the Cowboys are not legit Super Bowl contenders. And you know why? Because they are. Because they really can go to the Super Bowl this year, based on the way that they're playing, based on how they look defensively, turning the football over. We are learning about a lockdown corner right now, Trayvon Diggs. We are learning that Dak Prescott is operating at the highest possible level you can operate at the QB spot. We see this offensive line moving people. Oh, and by the way, Molly, bring Molly up. Let me see Molly.
Yeah,
Molly,
I'm here.
Wasn't we sitting here a couple of weeks ago and people was talking about Zeke Elliott wasn't good no more? Wasn't that like the talk of the town?
We weren't. Honestly, I was asking the question. I'm like, is Pollard now the guy? Is he going to get more carries? Is Zeke done? What's the deal?
And I had to sit here and tell everybody settle down. Zeke will be fine. You will start to see these type of games of 143 and a touchdown start to come to fruition. So listen.
You spoke it into existence, Marcus.
For the first time ever since I've been at